Corruption is something that really, really pisses me off. I don't like it. German summers hit differently. German summers are amazing. Like, I don't know, is it Well, hello everybody. Thank you so much for tuning into my channel once again. My name is Phoebe and a warm welcome to you. Today I'm going to be talking about my top 10 reasons why I moved to Germany, why I left what I call home, my family, a familiar environment, the sun. Why did I choose to move to Germany? That you will find out today in this video. But before we get into that, I just wanted to give you guys many thanks for the love that you've shown my channel in the past weeks. Keep the ball rolling, you guys, because I need the motivation. And if you're new on this channel, haven't yet subscribed, watch the video to the end. If you like it, make sure to subscribe. You will not regret it. Let's get into it, guys. In my first video, I did mention that I was born in Zimbabwe and I grew up in South Africa. That on its own plays a big role on why I actually moved to Germany. If you are a well-traveled or well-informed person, you would know one or two things about what happened to Zimbabwe in the early years of 2000. This was when I was young, still in high school, full of hopes and dreams for my future. Unfortunately, things didn't turn out well and my family had to make the big move to South Africa, and this is where I was raised. Fast forward 2018, I made another big decision to move to Germany in search of greener pastures. As the years go by, we have been seeing a lot of change in South Africa. Unfortunately, life is no longer as it used to be in the past. People are struggling to make ends meet. People are living from check to check, struggling to support their families, and many people are struggling to find employment. Life in South Africa is definitely not balanced at the moment, and I found myself in the same struggle. So moving away to a country where I could do a little bit better was the best option for me, and this is why I came to Germany in search of greener pastures. Number 2 is safety. Life in South Africa is known not to be very safe. There is a lot of incidents at the moment, a lot of things going on, and I didn't want to live in that situation. It is hard as a parent to constantly worry about what's going on with your children. Where are they? Are they coming back home safe? For me, having a daughter was something that was always worrying me. How will she grow up? Is she safe? What type of a girl will she be, being raised in an environment where you have to protect your kids? Moving to Germany was the best solution for me because I knew that she would be guaranteed safety. Yes, things do happen here. There are instances, but the rate at which it occurs is really not worrying. Unfortunately, in South Africa, there is just a lot of cases, and that only can cause insecurities in people. Living like that is just unfair. Number 3 is education. Unfortunately, I cannot get into details, but I could not go as far as I wanted to go in school because of the situation back in Zimbabwe. So when I moved to Germany, that was my first biggest priority. I wanted to go back to school, and I did, you guys. I went back to Hauptschule, Realschule, and now I'm headed towards an Ausbildung. I wanted to go to university, but with the amount of responsibility in front of me, it is definitely something that I cannot do anymore. I am also too old, and hey, school is really difficult, but I'm happy to have achieved what I achieved. When it comes to my daughter, I wanted the same for her. I wanted her to get the best education, a fair chance to school, fair opportunities in the future. I didn't want her to go through what I went through. So wanting that and being in South Africa is definitely questionable because at the moment it's a little bit difficult to detect what's going on in the future. Things are not looking very good. Number 4 is the low cost of living. I know this one here is going to be very subjective because I've come across a lot of people here in Germany who think that the cost of living is high. I think it depends on what you are comparing to. For me, that's coming from a country where things are very expensive. Cost of living in Germany is definitely a relief on my financial situation. So yeah, that looks good. That definitely looks good. I'm excited to work. I'm excited to save, you guys. I'm excited to travel like Germans do every summer. I'm really, really excited for the life here. Number 5 is the healthcare system. I think everybody can agree with me. Germany is known all over the world to have the best healthcare system, and I definitely agree. I'm impressed on what I've seen in the past years being here. I've been treated really well. I have gotten attention whenever I needed. The healthcare system here works, it's efficient, and it's good. That was really a good reason for me to come here, and it has proven itself. Number 6 is the good working conditions. I love that Germans have a structure when it comes to work. You have minimum wage. There is a rule as to how much a person can work. You cannot exceed that amount. And your holidays are always going to be clear and untouched. This is definitely something that is helping for the people, because there are a lot of people out there who are being overworked, who are being abused in workplaces and cannot do anything about it because they are desperate and they need to support their families. But with this in place, you are always going to be protected. You are always going to have time for your family, friends, and relatives. Social life is definitely guaranteed when it comes to that. Number 7 is corruption. You guys, I come from a country where you cannot get anything without paying something for it. You cannot get a job if you do not know somebody who can connect you into the job. And these are the things that are actually making life in South Africa difficult. There's a lot of corruption going on out there, and people are suffering under this influence. People are failing to get jobs. An example would be somebody who is well educated, somebody who learned for a certain job, failing to find a job in their profession because there is nothing in the market, only because people are no longer employing under the circumstances of what education you have, but under the circumstances of helping people they know. It is all about connection, and that is definitely killing our generation. It's killing the generation behind us, and it is so far gone. Germany, on the other hand, I have not seen such. Things work accordingly. It's either that or that. There is no way around it. It is always going to be done in the right way. Germans are abiders of the rules. They respect the rules. You are not going to come across such things like you would when you are in South Africa. Corruption is something that really, really pisses me off. I don't like it. I see how it affected my life, the life of my family members, and I see how that could affect many people's life. It is really, really killing the generation that is yet to come. And this brings me to the next point, which is law against hate and racism. Germany has strict rules against that. People here are scared to cross that line because there is rules and there is definitely going to be punishment for it. When it comes to other countries, South Africa for an example, it's easy to hurt someone and get away with it. It's easy to say hurtful words to someone and get away with it. People practice freedom of speech. People do whatever they like and they get away with it. The law is just not being respected, and there is really nobody to enforce it. The police are a big joke when it comes to South Africa. You'll be shocked how many times they will tamper with you while you are there. So yes, I really love the law here. I love that there is this type of laws to protect people against such instances. Germany is definitely living up to it, you guys. I love the law here. I love to follow it. I love how people follow it, and that is definitely a breeze. It's a breeze to live here. Number 9 is going to be the advanced way of life in Germany. Life here is way advanced. Things work, okay? You are not going to find traffic lights that are not working for no reason here, or potholes that are not maintained. The infrastructure here is well taken care of. Technology is top. Things are moving, things are working, and that's definitely an advantage because it makes our life way easier. In South Africa, however, things are definitely advanced, but there is poor maintenance. It is very normal to come across traffic lights that are not working, potholes, load shedding. These things are very normal. It's an inconvenience on people's day-to-day life. Also, when it comes to internet, it is not every household that is connected to the internet. There are houses and places and areas where internet is not in full range, so you are definitely going to struggle getting in contact with friends if they are living in an area where there is no connection for internet. So yes guys, life in Germany is definitely advanced. It's simplified. It is something that we should appreciate because not everybody has that luxury, if you know what I mean. Number 10, finally, the summer. You guys, German summers hit differently. German summers are amazing. Like, I don't know, is it because the winters are so long? There's something about summertime in Germany that just feels festive-y. This is not how it is in South Africa. I think because we have a lot of sun, it is really like nothing important. But here you are definitely going to be excited when the sun comes out. Oh my God, summers are a vibe. I love German summers. I love to be out there. And I also see how people are excited, motivated, and happy. Winters are definitely messing up with us. But yeah, what can we do? This is the continent we're living in. So yes, guys, these are my top 10 reasons why I moved to Germany. Tell me in the comment section if they are worth moving for. If you are watching this video from somewhere in the world and want to make this big move, get off that chair. It's time to make that move. You will never know what it's like until you try it. You guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Hit the subscribe button, like and share. Catch you up next time.